as a capoeira zombie reaches his final form and finds himself feeling a bit peckish. News of the infected quickly spreads and the passengers clear out. Jung-sok heads down to see about his family and finds a veritable orgy of twitching and writhing future zombies, including, unfortunately, his nephew. Unable to pull his sister out of there quickly enough, he's forced to lock down. Saddened by this turn of events, people were refused harbor everywhere they tried to dock, and ended up roaming the open ocean for 4 years. And then, in some manner that remains unexplained, they docked. Or some of the occupants managed to escape. Somehow. At any rate, a roving gang of street toughs wake up Jung-sok, who doesn't take kindly to folks interfering with his dreams. It's time for a chit-chat with the boss, so they lead him along. When after a brief ice-breaking exercise while gearing up, we see the team of 4 paddling through the detritus toward the city, when they've been leaning on the horn, alerting everyone in the area. As a roving band of zombies closes in on them, Jung-sok lays down some cover for his crew, taking out a handful of zombies, and also Fashion Master reports to Commander So to let him know about the bounty brought in by Huang, a truck full of useless money. This piques So's interest, however, because someone attempting to retrieve it implies some manner of egress from the peninsula, which he's been dreaming of for some time. The arena, the men are then ushered onto the wet field of battle, and we witness the nature of sport in this new world as a grumble of zombies emerge from the adjacent locker room. Many of the men just resign themselves to being eaten, but those who make it to the end of the timer receive the privilege of being allowed to retreat to their container, to take a breather and enjoy some uncooked ramen. Elsewhere, Jung-sok is making plans to go to the Unit 631 base to retrieve his goods, although it's recommended that they move out after nightfall for safety, and has learned to get over it. They park a few blocks away from the facility and provide strict instructions to the kids to stay in the car, and leave without them if they're not back by first light. Then they begin their infiltration, sneaking in through an emergency exit Min-jung learned about when she used to live on base, and then they work their way in. And the pill arrives shortly after, and the end result is gunfire that attracts the attention of a zombie horde outside, and nearly distracts the men from their games and can of tune-up. As the others bid farewell to Crazy Grandpa, a helicopter arrives. They get its attention with fireworks, then run to the landing site. Since she took a round to the leg, Min-jung can't do much other than fire directly at their backs, and then hop into a truck to attract the attention of the zombies, even though we previously saw Grandpa talking to no one on the radio. The story is lost in the film. Overall, it was a bit too much of an action movie, and it had so many subplots it was hard to allow the characters to have their individual moments of development.